Hi everyone, I am doing a back test of the US30 with SpaceMan Market Profile, and I'm just going to keep it simple. I don't have any other indicators and stuff like that, like the ADD and the bold. This one is just strictly trying to pay attention to the market profile, how the prices move, and I just want to see certain patterns and um, I guess certain behaviors that price does. And I know that's kind of a little difficult to do just because, this is just, I'm looking at one time frame. I'm looking only at the 15-minute, and I'm not factoring in any sort of news events. I'm not really sure what day, what is it, the 8th is. I don't know if there's any red folder days or if there's any speeches that I'm aware of or would be aware of when I'm doing this. So it is a little challenging to kind of determine that, but I think that's where I will find the weakness in how I basically approach it or will approach it. Um, but at least it's going to train myself and my eyes and my brain to look for certain things because there's a lot of times in the situations where um like it repeats itself. Some of this stuff becomes repetitious. They all move in patterns. There's just certain days where it's just kind of like one of those crappy trading days and it just happens. But at least once or twice a week there's a particular pattern that just repeats itself from a week prior or happened a couple weeks ago or something like that. So I kind of want to find something not necessarily of that sort, but the more you look into this and the more you practice, it becomes like this subconscious uh like it's called like it's wisdom, and experience, because you've just been putting so much time and effort into this that it just becomes natural. So anyways, I am looking at the 8th, ninth, and this is now we're forming on the 10th and 11th day. And I'm looking at this, that if this low gets broken, actually I kind of like this low better, because this is, well, at least this previous low of the value area and this other previous low of the value area. So within this price range, I would say is probably good. So maybe I'll move it right here. Oh wait, that's not the entry. Uh, I'll move it right here, and I'll move this here. And I'm actually going to move this a little bit down here. So, and this is right around the 200 EMA. What I'm going to do, what I want to do is I want to wait to see what happens with the formation of the initial balance, because that's about an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's about an hour, and it looks pretty narrow for the most part with the initial balance, and that's definitely something I want to pay attention to. So we're also starting to see a bit of a decline that's happening here, and we have some lower highs and lower lows that are forming. So there is a possibility it's going to break through. Now, when and how it's going to break, though, that's going to be the biggest thing. But if, let's say, do get stopped out, this position right here is still viable to take. And I'm gonna mark both, just for just you know just so that if we get stopped out on the first one, we have the second one as an alternative to short it. So either way, 9.78 and 6.18, that's the risk reward ratio for it. So I mean, they're both still that's pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and play it. And I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, look at that. Okay, so did the retest of the IB. Darn, can I see this? Should I zoom in? I should try to zoom in. I'm going to try to zoom in. So there's the retest of the initial balance, and it did go down, and it filled it. And you see that it's trying to fill this area now. Well, let's see. So that's what I've been would be looking for. So we would have gotten stopped out on this pair right here, because this one barely got that low. Actually, I don't even think we would have gotten our order would not have been gotten at all. I don't think so, at least. So let's see. So it's trying to retest this previous POC. So this got us stopped out. Or we're stopped out on this. Oh, what's it doing? Maybe I should zoom out a little bit more. And it's going up. So it's going up, and it did go up. Holy crap. Okay. So how would we have determined this? All right. Because this was pretty... Well, I guess God. I mean, in a higher time... Let's look at this in a higher time frame. Let's look at this in... All right. So in a higher time frame, I guess I can look at it on the higher time frame on here. It has been going up. So that was actually my mistake for doing that. But it just looks sloppy, though, looking at this in a higher time frame. But it's not bad. So let me move this a little more. So then this right here, we tested the 200. Didn't want to go to the 200. So I guess it's a loss, yeah, but it would not have been a significant loss. Now, depending on how quick I would have seen this. No, see, I don't know. That one's kind of a hard thing to call, because this was such a crazy massive move up here. Because I wasn't even paying attention to this, really. I didn't anticipate this. Now I did mark this part, but I don't know how. See, that was like 15 minutes. It was like 8:15 and then 8:30. That was quite a massive move. So I don't know if I would have seen this, at least in the 15-minute time frame. Now, if I go to the 5-minute, now I would have probably, well, no, I wouldn't have done that, because I wouldn't have liked this move anyways. That's very suspicious. I wouldn't have liked this move. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it. So we have one loss for that. But that would have been a good move if it did go down that way. So let me fast forward this. All right. So now it's going to probably try to find and balance itself. Holy mackerel, look at that single print. Yeah. It's going to try to fill this at some point. How, when, I don't know, because it might still try to push up higher. Let's see. Is that forming a day? It is. Oh, excuse me. Let me see something real quick. Oh, it's pushing up. Cool. So now it's pushed up to that. Now, I mean, you could aim for this. Let's go here. Let me see if that's even something. Or if 4.27. Let's see if it'll do it. Okay. Gotten Probably gotten stopped out. Um, so I want to look at this. It's an excess in this area here. It didn't go to this previous level high of the value area. This massive single print at some point is going to have to come down. All right. So where are we at? And you're still trying to go up there. So we would have been stopped out. So I guess let's say you did get stopped out, but you still have, you know, the fact that this is still pushing up. I mean, you still could have. Dang it, I can't. I'm gonna close this out. I'll close that part up. So we could have still done is wait for this move and then retest and enter right around here. At least seeing from what we see currently. So now I'm not looking at any of the higher time frames right now, but let's just keep going and see what we find. So this one is definitely pushing for the single prints. Now that's the cool thing about these single prints right here. It's like once it's up there and price is moving up and you have that clear indication that it's moving up, it's gonna keep going. It has no reason for it not to go up there. Like that. That was beautiful. So now it's trying to rebalance itself. So that's definitely exhausted. That price, all that is exhausted. It's trying to find a way to. It's balancing itself now. Oh, look at this. All right, so this is something that I was looking into. I've noticed that when the initial balance is outside of the value area, which is outside of the blue, I've noticed that a couple of times, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure what the significance is because I remember taking a screenshot of this and I wasn't sure what that meant. The only thing that I can think of is that it could be from what I noticed, and I need to do more research on this, that it kind of is like an order block, I guess you could say, or like another level of demand. Like this would be an area of supply or demand or resistance, like another key level of resistance that I would probably either mark or consider or label or whatnot. So this is probably like the third or fourth one that I've seen while I was consciously back testing, because I saw it one time, but I don't know if I've seen it in any of the other videos that I've made. I don't know if I talked about it, but this is a little interesting for me to see it, because usually you would think the initial balance might be within that area of when it opens, but I guess that doesn't happen all the time. Like 80 to 90% of the time you see it's like right there. Initial balance is where that value area is, right? Initial balance right here. They're for the most part they're in that area of value, but this one and the ones that I've come across, there's none. I mean, it's like this, but it's like not saying that it's rare, but it's definitely not common. So, okay. Oh, see what happened there. It like bounced off. And then, what is that? Did it make an. Yes. And then it created this excess level. So, you know what? Let me see something real quick. Because I did take a picture. I don't know if it's this one where I was looking at it and I didn't understand why. Oh, dang. Hold on. Actually, it's happening to Nas right now. Or, yeah, it is happening to Nas right now. Look at this. Right stinking here. It formed an excess. So, does that mean that there's a high probability when the IB, when the initial balance is outside of the value area, that it forms an excess? And if it does form it, that there's a high probability that the price will go there. Because, like I said, 90% of the time, the IB is in the value area. Let's take note of that. I have a picture of it. I'm going to do an after picture as well, of what happens afterwards. And then I'm going to do some back testing again, where I'm going to try to specifically look for this type of setup in that sense. So we'll take note of this as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to save this chart image. Did I do it? Okay, I think I did. So, all right, let me close this part because that's interesting. So that was not NOS. What the heck did I do? Okay, that was US30. All right, cool. All right, back to the scheduled shenanigans. So it did go back here. All right, cool. So let's see what else is happening. Gonna pause that. So let's study this too. It's around 3 o'clock. A little bit of activity happened, and then it moved up. Okay. And this one is around. Okay, so this had to be news related. We're not even going to talk about that. That's news related. 9:30, around 3, not too bad. This seemed to sort of happen at 3 o'clock here. Not much. Interesting though. All right. So now we're seeing this move going back to the area of previous value. Are you going to push higher up to go to the excess that's here? You already bounced here. Where are you going next? Okay, so it is pushing up for it. So let's see. Where are you going, bud? Where are you going? Because if this pushes up here, it could aim for these single prints. So let me mark this part. No. What did I do? Short? Was that a short position? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So let's go for this. I don't like this one. This is not a good risk-reward one. But I do like these single prints up here. But there's a massive one too, so I'm going to keep the stop loss little tight. Let's see. Now, shoots. Is that area? Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm basically just looking at this area value right here. Technically, I should have done this move right here because this would be no, because we don't really know if this is that value high right there is going to be a value high for the rest of the day. So we're using the previous one. So that's what we'll do. Okay. Your turn. Got stopped out. But the idea was there. Like it always is. It's okay. We got stopped out. But we were right with the direction. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't have mattered anyways, because we didn't really know, like, this value area right here. So, I mean, it is what it is. You can't win them all. But the idea is that, we were aiming for this, we were aiming for these single prints, and we were aiming for that excess. Look at that. Boom. That's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, dude, that is a game changer. Let me, now this is live with Nas right now. So, this high. This is the low of the IB, and it's getting closer. That's awesome. I'm actually going to tell this to John. I'm going to tell John about that. Um, that when the initial balance is outside of the value area, creates an excess, high probability of price going there. So we've got two examples. So we have that example, and then we had the example down here. Look at that. Outside of the value area, initial balance went back to here. And then it created an excess right there. This one didn't get hit though, but the idea though is that it does come back. So that's pretty cool. Let me actually, I don't know if I can share it. Let me show the other one. Is this it? No, so this isn't this one. Oh dang, this is like another one that I did. What? Oh wait, no, that's today. That's is see, okay. Actually that's not a good one. That one sucks. Dang, dude, this sucks because I can't find the other example that I have. No, it's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just keep documenting this. Hopefully something else pops up. All right. So value, it's going up there, creating single prints. It's probably going to go down here, get these single prints if you do a retest. Is that the IB? I don't know. Hey. So there's the single prints right there. I'm going to go for this. I'll go for the high of the IB. Blah, blah, blah. Goes down. Single print. Gets for that single print. Come on, goes for the single print. And then, and what's cool is it actually kind of, wait a minute, hovers around. It was close to getting that value area low right here. And I'm sorry, high, and then it was like close to the 200 EMA, and it bounced out of it. That's the fun part. Now, this right here, I'm gonna mark this bad boy. Right, mother. I'll mark this bad boy right here. That is gonna get filled again somehow in some way. So that wasn't a bad one. It didn't go all the way down, but you know what? It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? It's the fact that we're paying attention to if price moves below or above whatever the initial balance. Look at that. So this would have been perfect because this was around London Open. It was breaking down. Even if you missed it, the fact that it aimed for the single print, wait for that retest of that single print, treat that as a level of like resistance right here, and then short it. And then you aim for this other single print right here. You could have aimed, like I said, you could have still aimed for the area right here, area value low or high. Or even if you wanted to, like this one right here, it really got to the high of these candles. So, or even let's say you're, the 200 EMA. So either way, this would be a good example for it. But so I'm going to keep playing with it, and I'm going to do more back testing, because the more back testing I do, I go back to it and I refer to it and I learn something new and I learn something different. Because this this market profile thing is pretty cool actually, and it's kind of like a little cheat sheet, kind of like shows you certain like key areas and things like that. It's just you have to use your own discernment. So this is gonna be interesting. Oh, what happened then? This might be going for a short, trying to get these single prints again, and it might aim for this. this high up here. Or we might even aim for this. You know what? Let's see. We got a couple of minutes left in the vid. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Come on. See, can't make up his mind. Oh, look at that. It's going down. Oh, it can't make up its mind. Okay, it's going up. It went to go hit that excess. Not a big deal. I was paying attention and hoping it would hit this, but I'm sure in the future it probably would. But this one's pretty cool. This one's not too bad. Let's see. 3 o'clock, nothing. 3 o'clock, it was just kind of messing around. 9:30 kind of catapulted a little bit. That's what caused it. Sure, it's probably something news related, but I don't like the fact that this was just kind of like hovering around. But let's say that you're like, man, I don't get it. I don't know what's happening. You know, you could traded it like this. Waiting for that high to get, waiting for this high to basically get pushed, and it did. It pushed past it, and wait for that retest, and it tried coming back twice, and then you would aim for that, what you would aim for that excess that's up here. And now it seems like it's trying to aim for that single print. So that would have been a 4.5-ish risk reward. And I think that would have been pretty decent. That would be decent. So this one, let's see. We got a couple more minutes left. Oh, look at that one. It goes down. There's nothing else really above it. Now, mind you, I'm not looking at the higher time frames, so I don't really know what to expect. That one formed an excess again up here. That one's pretty cool. Okay. It might go up. It might go down. It might try to come back here. It might try to come here. And then if it moves down, it might come and hit this. But we'll see. You know what I mean? Right now, the bias seems like it's going for an up and up until further notice. So it did. All right. So kind of like what I said, it broke down here. And then it's probably going to, I would not have liked this one anyways. Oh, and there you go. Boop. There you go. Boop. And now if it goes any lower, it's going to go for those single prints. Oh, it didn't. Oh. Maybe it's trying to make up his mind. Oh, look at that. The excess is forming. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Still have a lot to learn and to understand about this. With the market profile and everything else. Oh, look. It went up. Is that up there already? Let me check. Shoot. Dude, it's getting there. All right. Cool. That's pretty awesome. All right. Anyways, I hope this is good. I'm going to upload this now so that I can show it.